Greetings. My name is Russell Alden R. Lotta, also known by my pseudonym, the Psycho Case Number Goal Invention System author, which is in reference to a goal setting workbook which I created in 2013. Welcome to episode 1 of the Let's Save Cinema show. In the very first episode of the Let's Save Cinema show, I will be celebrating my accomplishment, or rather our accomplishment, of earning over 100 book reviews for my book called From YouTube to FakeTube, The Freedom to Disable Artificially Generated Content on YouTube and Other Social Media Applications. And this is a very joyous occasion. As you can see, I have my celebratory 100 candles, and tomorrow I will celebrate with all of you and anybody who reviewed my book. I will celebrate on behalf of you as well, and I will record a video of me celebrating with a cheesecake and I will light the candles of 100. But until then, I thank you for attending the very first episode of the Let's Save Cinema show. And as you can see, I have my celebratory zero sugar drink, a secret recipe. And I hope that this will be the start of a great show with many episodes to follow, as my show, the Let's Save Cinema show, will promote primarily my books that I created and many of the projects that I started well before I even decided to become an author. Many of my projects stretch back all the way to 2013, and there are as many hobbies and pursuits that I dearly cared about from that time, and it's only since 2019 that I've been putting my hobbies into my written books and sharing them with the world. So I hope you enjoy episode 1, which is all about giving thanks and celebrating our accomplishment of earning over 100 book reviews on Play Store for my book called From YouTube to FakeTube. And now that's the short version of the name. The entire name is long. It's From YouTube to FakeTube, The Freedom to Disable Artificially Generated Content on YouTube and other social media applications. So once again, my name is Russell Alden R. Lotta, and my pseudonym is the Psycho Case Number Goal Invention System author, which is my near and dear to my heart goal setting workbook, which I created in 2013, and it was the topic of my very first book called Goal Invention, The Mental Therapy Sport and Hobby. And that's a book that I finished in 2020 and I released the beginning of 2021. So this is the book that I thank everybody for reviewing on Play Store's book section. I'm very grateful and appreciative for everybody who took the time to review my book on the Play Store. It means so much to me, especially considering all of the written projects that I wrote up to this point. And, earning readers, and it means a lot to me. So one of the most important questions to answer is, why did I write this book? So primarily, I wrote this book to express opinions and thoughts that I held over the years, in particularly the past few years from 2023 to present. And by writing this book, I hope to not only express my opinions, but also provide meaningful solutions that can be beneficial to both consumers and also to companies like such as social media applications like YouTube and other social media applications, because it's important to understand that YouTube is a part of social media. There's users interact, and there it's definitely in comparison to other forms of social media. So in this book, From YouTube to Fake Tube, I essentially explain my opinions about artificially generated content and artificially generated content on social media applications, in particular YouTube. One of the main priorities of this book is to express and explain the idea and the principle that artificially generated content on YouTube and other social media applications should be optional. As a lifelong user of YouTube, I personally know what the experience of YouTube is like from its creation to its current usage in this current time frame. And the experience ever since artificially generated content has become a reality on YouTube and other social media applications, the experience has become essentially not even usable at its core functions. And you will see in the book why artificially generated content breaks and destroys the entire functionality of YouTube and other social media applications. And, at the very least, these social media companies owe it to their users to provide consumers of YouTube and other social media applications with the freedom to disable artificially generated content on their accounts and their feeds. And basically, in this book, I express all my opinions and I also express my solutions. I create a very detailed solution which could easily be applied on YouTube and other social media applications. I created a very simple chart, basically a very simple picture that would show how the solution would be applied on YouTube and other social media applications. And I hope you read this book, and in the future I will release this book on additional platforms as well. So stay tuned for future shows of the Let's Save Cinema show in the future, where I'll be providing additional updates about this book. So please feel free to find this book on Play Store's book section. And you can do that by going to the Play Store. Then you click the book section and then you search the book. And you can find it by just searching From YouTube to FakeTube. And it is a free read, a free purchase. So all you have to do is click the Get button, and that's that. And I also would like to point out that when you read the book on Play Store's book section, there are different display options. If you're finding the Play Store's book reader functionality challenging, there is an icon where you can click display options, and on the display option, and then on the display option there are a bunch of settings. I found that the setting that works the best, at least for me, show the setting on the display options which says show the entire page, and that way you'll see the page in its entirety. And if there's a problem on the viewing functionality, just click the display options icon and you can find your preferred reading experience. With the creation of this book, I hope that readers can think of YouTube and other social media applications in a new standard and in a higher standard. There's so much potential, there's so much possible within YouTube and other social media applications. And these potentials, they would be optional. And all those who would like to pursue a certain experience could pursue that. And this is a concept in my book, which I call a win-win-win-win uh, experience, or rather a win-win-win outcome. And you'll see in this book what that is all about. This is a recurring theme that in all my books I tend to focus on potentials regardless of the topic or the hobby. I always seek for the best possible outcome and the best experience. And you'll see in my other books that that's a recurring theme, that for one reason or another, ever since 2013, I personally believe in experiences that are challenging and also positive and uplifting and rewarding. And I think that the solution proposed in this book would be very rewarding for consumers of YouTube and other social media applications, and also for the companies themselves. And ultimately, everybody should feel good. And if everybody does not feel good, it should at least be an option. Like for people that want to feel good, they should feel good. Another major focus of this book, the economic ability of full-time YouTubers and even part-time YouTubers to make a living or even a support to a living. And so I do hope that this book is is found by people that use YouTube as their full-time or part-time job, because that is the focus of this book. And I really hope that YouTubers can find this book. And if you're a YouTuber, you appreciate this book, feel free to review the book so that others can find out about the solution addressed in this book. Because the solution addressed in this book benefits YouTubers financially, especially YouTubers who perform YouTube as their full-time job or their part-time job. This is a very important book for the economic possibilities for YouTubers. And in the future, I would like to collaborate with other YouTubers, whether it be in podcasts, pre-recorded shows, or live shows in the future. However, at the time being, that's not possible for me, as I'm not a great public speaker without preparation. So, once again, I thank everybody who took time out of their day to read this book on Play Store, and I thank you for reviewing this book on Play Store. And it means a lot to me to earn over 100 book reviews for a book that I wrote. So I'm really appreciative. I'm really appreciative to earn over 100 book reviews. So the elixir is gone, and that means this video, or at least this part of the video, is completed. And now In the following day, I will record a celebration with the cake, and I will light the candles on the cake, and we will celebrate the cake together. And thanks again. Thanks to everybody who reviewed my book on Play Store's book section, and here's to many more celebrations of 100 more reviews. Thanks. Thanks again for watching, and I'm looking forward to release episode 2 of the Let's Save Cinema show in a few weeks.